So no one on YouTube has really talked about this. This show that is a joint effort between the UK, the US, and Canada. You see, since the success of The Simpsons, cartoons for adults that weren't strictly for adults started popping up everywhere. Shows like Critic, King, Park, and Guy. But also from the 90s, something that kind of flew under the radar, and almost made you forget you saw it. I say that because of the scale of the popularity is just seeing it on a few magazines. I'm talking about Bob and Margaret. Created by David Fine and Alison Snowden, who have a variety of work under their belts. It lasted for a good 4 seasons. It's centered around the married couple of the Fishes, and their drama of their self-created problems and by others. It's as mundane as you can be. Of a dentist and a chiropodist in London's suburbia. It originated as a short film titled Bob's Birthday that went on to win an Oscar in 1994. I guess this encouraged them to go on and make a series out of it. You can sum up the show in 2 halves. The first 2 seasons set in the UK and the last 2 seasons set in Canada. This would imitate the real-life situation of the creators, as they started making it in Alison's homeland. Then, due to money problems, they ended up making it in David's homeland. Keeping things almost the same, apart from replacing Andy Hamilton, Bob's voice actor, with Brian George. Either Europe or America, they still face the dilemmas and colorful characters, and this time without Steve Coogan voicing some of them. So what makes it different from the other mature cartoons of its generation? Well, the comedic formula, instead of going for more direct jokes, it's more about the characters' foibles and charm. With the couple who share their lives with their dogs, putting up with scenarios we don't really care to talk about. What I personally got from it is that, despite looking innocent and quaint, they weren't afraid to push something that was very uncomfortable, which kind of threw you off guard. And still there is plenty of heart to it. It gives the Fishes' relationship a lot of weight, even if 85% of their dialogue is just them nagging. And it's the only animated show I know of that has a story of will they, won't they have children. And that's the gist. Fine and Snowden are still happily married and bringing stuff to the screen. But the question is, will B&M ever make a return? I don't know the answer, but I know an answer to another question, and that is dullness can always still be funny.